Episode 41C2 of 3 Noel and a Virginia pregnant woman experiences cramping from PM 2.5 pollution. Noel noted that a Virginia pregnant woman shared how the environment and climate could impact pregnant women. While vacationing by swimming in Lake Anna in Mineral, Virginia in the summer, the pregnant woman felt alright during the day. But that night was a different story. "I was in pain," the pregnant woman said. "It was stopped me in my tracks, bend over, intense cramping." The very air a pregnant woman breathes can be critical to her care. A study published by the National Institutes of Health found that carbon monoxide, cooking smoke and particulate matter were associated with a higher risk for stillbirth and miscarriages. Particulate matter, also known as PM 2.5 particles, are extremely small and can be inhaled, causing lung irritation and can be taxing for those who suffer with asthma and other health issues. It's biologically active in the placenta, and as a toxicant it can just disrupt things, a doctor said. It can interfere with the proper fetal-placental exchange of oxygen and nutrients. It can create inflammation. A doctor said that pregnant women can protect themselves by avoiding prolonged activities outdoors when air pollution levels are high. As for the pregnant woman, going outside is a must as she already has a 4-year-old son who enjoys trips to the park. But she's just a lot more careful and takes it one day at a time. "So, certainly, I'm planning our park trips for the morning, and planning to come home early midday, versus staying out most of the day," the pregnant woman said. The pregnant woman is a certified nurse midwife. Episode 41C3 of 3 Noel and a New Yorker writes about wood burning in Germany from the points of view of a German doctor and a German ecologist. Noel noted a New York-based writer wrote that more wood is being burned in Germany. This damages health and the environment. The New York writer noted that in Germany burning wood is considered cheaper than natural gas. More than 1 million households in Germany use firewood, and there are 11 million so-called single-room fireplaces. But nothing burns dirtier and more harmful to the climate than wood. Some consider the burning of wood to be a health hazard, such as a German worker from the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, KIT. "Nothing burns dirtier and more harmful to the climate than wood," says the German worker. Burning wood would release many more pollutants than burning oil or gas, including carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, methane, and soot. According to the German Federal Environment Agency, UBA, almost half of the wood currently used in Germany is used to generate energy. Heating with gas, on the other hand, has lost some importance since the war in Ukraine. According to the German Federal Statistical Office, the number of approved residential buildings that primarily use gas as an energy source more than halved in the first half of 2022 compared to the first half of 2019. But the prices for firewood and wood pellets for stoves and heating systems are also rising sharply. The German worker calls it a cardinal error that wood energy in Germany is called climate neutral, sustainable energy. The German Federal Ministry of Economics and Climate Protection also reports that the emission of air pollutants from wood firing is a problem. Therefore, the rules for keeping the air clean when installing and operating wood heating systems have been tightened again this year. The head of the German Department of Environmental Medicine and Health Assessment at the Federal Environment Agency specifically warns of the health hazards caused by fine dust when burning wood. In general and regardless of the source, the inhalation of fine dust leads to a relatively high burden of disease in the population. For example, cases of lung cancer, cardiovascular diseases and diabetes can be attributed to particulate matter. According to the doctor, between 2010 and 2018, an average of around 17,500 deaths per year were caused by particulate matter in Germany. Climate neutral only under certain circumstances. So, should heating with wood be banned in the future, as some experts are demanding? After all, burning wood is not only dangerous for your health, environmentalists also warn of the consequences for forests. If a worker from the Eberswalde University for Sustainable Development in Germany has his way, the promotion of wood burning should be stopped immediately. Because burning trees is only climate neutral under certain circumstances. Approximately half of the carbon in forest ecosystems is in the soil, explains the ecologist. Drying out and warming favored the unwanted degradation of the carbon, which was then released as CO2. Secondly, the claimed climate neutrality applies at best over longer periods of time and under the condition that harvested trees really grow back. Even then, newly planted trees would only become carbon sinks with a time lag. Compensating for the carbon debt that has arisen will take at least decades. But we need the immediate avoidance of additional greenhouse gases. The ecologist sees wood burning as a threat to the forests, which are in poor condition anyway. The productivity of the trees is falling as a result of the climate crisis and forest use. So while the trees grow worse, we want to use more wood. A fatal combination, warns the forest expert. It was only in mid-September that the European Parliament voted to reduce the amount of wood that can be used to generate energy in the future and to restrict financial support from the state. However, the European Parliament voted that wood burning should continue to be considered a renewable energy source, despite evidence against that claim by scientists. Mary noted that the focus of Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, ROSEP, is on the health effects to near neighbors of living next to residential wood burning, in those hyper-localized areas where the source of particulate pollution, PM2.5, is concentrated. PM2.5, particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, is the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, causing a cascade of human health problems. Wood smoke consists of 90% PM2.5. Residential PM2.5 monitors can be purchased by neighbors from Purple Air for less than $300, and their locations are put on the online Purple Air map, along with data uploaded every 10 minutes, available to the general public, and of course, to governmental authorities. Neighbors of residential wood burners would like their Purple Air PM2.5 monitor data to be used to regulate and shut down residential wood burning detected at neighbors' fence lines that exceeds the World Health Organization, WHO, standards of 5 micrograms per meter cubed or future U.S. standards of 8 micrograms per meter cubed. There could even be court-ordered monitoring using a neighbor-owned Purple Air PM2.5 monitor as a breathalyzer, similar to car breathalyzers court-ordered for repeat drunk drivers, to turn off the ignition of a neighboring indoor wood stove when levels of PM2.5 in a near neighbor's yard is exceeded. In this way, governmental authorities would not have to check the make and model of an appliance and would not have to rely on unreliable certification and other worthless assurances of levels of wood stove particulate emissions by the company that manufactured the wood stove. Purple Air monitors also provide data every 10 minutes 24 hours a day, and data can be downloaded from the map by governmental authorities the day after the PM2.5 levels are exceeded, during normal government working hours. Purple Air PM2.5 monitors are so reliable and accurate they are put on U.S. Air Now smoke and fire maps alongside $100,000 Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, monitors, correlated to the EPA monitors with a simple mathematical formula. But to publicize this, it is necessary to point out that living hyper-localized next to a residential wood burner is essentially the same as living hyper-localized next to any kind of PM2.5 emitting wood burning appliance, next to a PM2.5 emitting wood burning wildfire or next to a PM2.5 emitting industrial biomass, wood, burning facility.